Back to comedy or worse. I'm here with a very special guest,
Dayton Chappelear.
Yeah, he knew what to do. Hell yeah. So, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for having me. Cheers.
So you might want to not be back so far.
Oh, it's just my bad posture.
I'm recording. I was recording in landscape, and then I decided to do portrait now, just in case I want to clip it out for YouTube Shorts.
So it's recording on both sides?
Yeah, this side is gonna. Even though it's recording video, it's just easier to do that and then strip the audio. The better audio is coming from there, and then the better video is coming from that one.
Okay.
So if you want to look at the
camera,
camera,
look directly
into
the camera the whole time
as you answer my crazy questions.
There we go. Perfect.
So Dayton, when did you start comedy?
I've been doing comedy, I guess, about 6 months now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, since November.
All right, cool. And what made you decide to do comedy?
Well, I had a few friends who have been doing it for a long time, and they've encouraged me to do it for a long time, and I've always said no. And
Yeah, you gotta get closer to that.
Recently, I have caved on that. So
Yes, that's so good. I remember. I vaguely remember Josh Krebs saying, "I was my friend Dayton. He's really funny." And you just were there, and it was like, okay.
Yeah. I was mostly doing a lot of drugs and not doing comedy. So, so I recently stopped doing hard drugs.
Oh, okay.
And I'm doing comedy instead of drugs, which is awesome. Loving it. I'm so glad.
Are you addicted to comedy?
Yeah, that's right. I'm addicted to comedy. I don't even miss drugs. Not even a little tiny bit. I'm totally satisfied.
You drink a beer?
Totally satisfied. Well, let's not rush everything, okay? So yeah. I'm what they call California sober, I guess. Okay. So I drink beer and I smoke weed, and so I don't do hard drugs anymore.
All right.
Well, at least I'm trying to stay that way.
All right. So you're not using a stage name, right? You're using your real name?
No, my real name was John Smith. I just came up with Dayton Chappelear because I thought it was catchy, you know?
Wow, that's pretty cool. I'm sure you didn't want to be John Smith 9000 or something? That'd be fun.
That'd be a cool name for a robot. It'd be like the original robot, the John Smith 9000.
Yeah, exactly.
It'd be like the Model T of robots.
That's right. It's not like the Terminator.
Just the conquering, but he just conquers new land is what he does. The John Smith 9000. He just takes over countries and conquers the indigenous.
Yeah. He'll start with the United States right now.
Right, well.
There's not intelligent life here. They're not civilized.
In the United States? Well, I guess
according to the robot.
Oh, the
John Smith.
Oh, right.
Not us.
Yeah, he would definitely look at us as all probably foreigners. You know, he would just lump us all into the indigenous category and wipe us all out. So at least we'd go out with equality, at least in that sense.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's see.
You wrote questions?
I did write questions. Is that good? Or you want me to just come stuff out of the... What's your favorite color?
Green.
Dang, he's answering these questions way too fast. I better get to the hard questions. Have you ever traveled for comedy?
Well, I travel to Los Angeles on occasion, as you
That's
know.
Hundreds of miles away.
Yeah.
At least 100.
Yeah, it's deep in Mexico somewhere. I don't know where exactly it is. I have to put a bag over my head every time they take me there.
What?
Mm-hmm. Not allowed to see exactly where it is. It's some mysterious location, but it's what?
How do you get people to go there then? Where do they go? By the train tracks?
On the other side of the tracks.
Yeah. I see. I'm starting to get it.
You know what I mean? Yeah, way on the other side.
Yeah.
deep in the crevasse.
Where the rain flows at random times, and you might get swept away.
It's a rainy crevasse at times.
It's a deep, rainy, wet crevasse. So much stuff growing in there.
Right? Just the perfect conditions.
It is. It's like a mini rainforest.
Right? It's like snakes growing in the Everglades in Florida. You
Yes,
heard about that?
They grow
They're taking
so
over,
big.
man. Oh yeah, dude,
grow
they're
so
taking
big.
over.
You can't even walk without tripping over them. Or
It's the crevasse down there. It's the perfect temperature, humidity. These fucking snakes have no predators.
Yeah,
They're
you
just
just
fucking, this is the shit I think about. I just think about giant
step
snakes.
on one egg and they'll be mad as fuck.
Oh, dude, you don't even have to step on an egg. Just fucking,
Just walk by.
just look at them. Just look at them wrong. You ever look at a snake wrong? I'll tell you, you'll never live to tell the story.
It's true. I haven't lived yet. And you haven't lived until you ate a live snake.
Until you looked a snake in the eye.
You kill it, but it was just alive just moments before.
The snake eyes. That's what they call it, snake eyes.
That's right. They have more than one eye. More than two eyes.
I got the third eye as well.
It's true.
Everybody's got a third eye though.
Yeah, I don't always remember where I put mine.
It's the brown eye. That's the third eye.
Oh, that's what it is.
It's ancient wisdom.
Yes. So, do you wish you started comedy earlier?
Not really. Just because I didn't want to do it. And then I just,
Is that why you keep backing away?
Am I backing? Am I
You
backing?
keep pushing your chair. See, like that picture there? Halfway.
I just should I just slump over the table? Is that better?
Well, I mean, I want you to be comfortable. I just don't want. I want your whole body on camera.
Yeah, you want to get my body,
Yeah, look at
definitely.
this. He drinks beer and he still looks good.
Right? I didn't know what to say. I couldn't come up with the catchphrase.
No, I like the audio listeners have to watch the video because he posed perfectly for the camera.
PBR. Yeah, and they're cold, which is rare for me. Usually my beer is warm, but
Wow.
not by choice, just because they, I drink whatever beer is left in the car.
I see.
But I needed beer, so I have cold beer.
There you go.
Pretty awesome.
Let's see.
Yeah.
So, what are your goals in comedy right now?
Well, I just try to write funnier jokes and just do it.
Wait. So you write jokes and then you try to write funnier jokes?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, try to make them funnier. Try to write jokes that are funnier than the ones I currently have, and then also just do as much stand-up as I can. I got a show tomorrow at Comedy Chateau in LA at 7:30.
Congrats.
You want to go?
I don't know if I can make it at 7:30.
No, we'd have to leave like 4.
Yeah, I gotta work until 5:30, unfortunately.
Until 5:30.
There's no way. Yeah, there's no way I can make it
If I pick you up at 5:30, can you go?
at 5:30. How are we gonna get there in time?
We'll make it on time if we leave at 5:30. I think.
I gotta double check that I'm not working at night.
Maybe not. That's okay.
I'm pretty sure I'm not working at night.
I don't have any new material for tomorrow. I have to I was working on this comeback, this callback
Yeah?
all week, and it didn't work, so had to scrap
How
it.
many times did you try the call?
A lot. Tried a lot of times.
No.
People get in people liked it, but they would come up to me and tell me afterwards. They were like, "Oh, I like that," and I was like, "Well, why didn't you laugh when I fucking said it on stage?"
Yeah, exactly. Crazy people. Laugh at the jokes. Go see live comedy, and when it's funny, laugh. Don't be afraid, laugh. Let
Gotta
people
laugh.
know. Let the audience know. You're the audience. Let yourself know.
Laughing is good. Laughing is definitely good.
Yeah, it's definitely things that I'm trying to like figure out. Because sometimes one person will just be like loving what I'm doing, laughing, and it almost like works against you because they're embarrassed that they're laughing more than other people, and it's like I got to figure out how to like either have enough of the audience be that way that it's just contagious and everybody laughs, and even if they're not laughing at me, they're laughing at people laughing. Or I don't know. It's so crazy. Have you've watched videos and been in a room where people kill, and you're real, and then people are laughing at different times because they're laughing at the previous joke, even though the new joke is coming, and they're laughing at other people's laughs. And, it's just like all this energy.
Yeah, as for people who laugh just because someone else is laughing, those people are just stupid. Those are stupid people.
Yeah, but they help.
They do help. It does help. But it's like, does it... I don't know.
I'll take all the laughs I can get.
I will too. I'll take them. But...
you just hope that they're... I mean, they're direct. They're not directly...
Because
people are laughing because you told a joke, and it's not always directly.
And like people should just laugh if they think it's funny. Like if you think something is funny, just laugh. Don't worry about what anybody else is doing. Yes. Just watch the show, and if you think it's funny, just laugh. Yeah. And don't
laugh so loud that people can't hear what the comedian's saying. But other than that.
Well, usually I'll this doesn't happen to me very often, but if it did, I would pause and let them laugh. I would enjoy the laugh. I like when people laugh when I'm on stage. It's one of the best parts of doing comedy.
What is the best part?
The best part? I don't know. I just enjoy performing, I guess. I just enjoy doing it. It's kind of like a drug, because it's like your heart races and you're not sure and you're fucking confused, and it's like being on drugs, and you just have to sort of enjoy the ride, and the hangover is not nearly as bad as cocaine, for example. Yeah, it's a horrible hangover.
Absolutely. And it's one of those things where if you get good at it, you get to do it more.
Yeah.
If you get good at drugs, then you usually end up having to do less.
Because you die. Yeah, and then you can't do any drugs at all. And then
or you run out of money, or both.
Yeah. Right? People like to talk about the physical and the psychological effects of drugs, but no one talks about the financial effects. Those are the ones that catch up with you. It's the financial.
Yeah, especially if you start going to crime so if you're spending all your time doing drugs, you're maybe not working.
Right. Well,
because you're in the drug cycle, so then you just rob somebody or something.
Most drug addicts do work, believe it or not.
Sure.
There's most people are functional drug addicts, but a small percentage of people obviously are strung out in the middle of the road. But the majority of addicts are people who go to work, lawyers, doctors.
Oh yeah,
normal people.
I'm just saying that there's.
It's weird.
It affects your life. It can affect your life to where you can't work anymore.
It depends on who you are. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Everyone's different. That's the thing about drugs is that everyone is different, but drugs are the same. The drug is the same, but everybody who takes the drug is a different person. So you have a different effect depending on who takes the drug. So everyone wants to talk about cocaine does this, weed does that, but it's really like who's taking this line of coke? Who's smoking this weed? Like that matters more than the drug. Who's taking the drug? So it's hard to generalize talking about drugs because everyone's just different. So even just weed by itself, like you got indicas and sativas and different types of weed.
Well, they just keep making it stronger, too, right? They keep figuring out how to make it stronger.
It's definitely, people definitely have strong weed available, but there's definitely less strong weed available, too. So not everybody wants super strong weed. So there's definitely a market for less strong weed. People just want, like, something chill, people your age, elderly people.
Yes, I see.
I'm just kidding. How old are you?
52.
Really? Dude, fuck, I look older than you. I'm 35.
That hard life.
I have not had a hard life. I've just fucked it up a lot. Yeah.
Work on your body.
Yeah, I learn best by making mistakes,
Right,
make mistakes and learn from that.
Just as long as you don't keep making the same mistakes over
At least
and over.
as long as the mistake doesn't kill you or permanently paralyze you for the rest of your life.
Or make you be in jail for the rest of your life,
Or go to jail. Yeah. It's like being paralyzed, isn't it?
in some ways. Some ways it's worse.
Definitely worse. I don't know. Would you rather go to jail for the rest of your life or be paralyzed for the rest of your life?
I guess it depends on the jail. Is it house arrest?
No, it's not house arrest. You got to go to San Quentin.
Okay, can I pick who's...
I'm talking...
Can I pick my cellmate and blockmate?
You can pick your cellmate, but once you're in Gen Pop, like, anything goes.
Yeah.
You might just...
So I think jail,
We're
you
talking-
can always, like, prove, like, on appeal and prove you're innocent and then get out.
No, none of that. You have to stay in jail for the rest of your life. And
Okay, what about this? If I'm paralyzed, what if I can get a mech suit and control it with my mind?
a mech suit?
Yeah.
What's a mech suit?
It's coming.
I don't know what that is.
So you, or have a chip in your head that fixes the problem that you're why you're paralyzed. You can just walk again.
Like one of those. What are those the brain implant things?
But better, yeah.
No, you can't have that.
Damn it!
Nope, it's just you and
Okay.
a bunch of scary ass criminals for the rest of your life, or
What if
paralyzed.
you were paralyzed in prison?
No, not that. You doesn't.
Can't get that.
In fact, if you get paralyzed while you're in prison, you automatically get out because you can't.
Oh, there you go. That's. Then you have like a safety net.
Right.
You're like, you better not mess with me. I can. I'll paralyze myself. I'll kill you, paralyze myself, and I'll now get out of prison.
That's the bitch, though. Like, if you try to kill yourself and then you do, that's the end of it. But I mean, how would you? You'd have to paralyze. You'd have to injure yourself bad enough to paralyze yourself, but not die.
Yeah, that's tricky.
Very difficult.
Dang.
That's a bitch. You'd have to like dive off your bunk. Just like a sailor dive. No arms.
Just the right angle. Your neck. Just
Right in the corner. Just. Probably just stay there for a second.
They were like, oh, that's the third time we tried that. Now we have to
Strap you down.
No bunk beds for this guy.
No, yeah, they'll just take your bed.
Damn it. How am I going to do this?
So, yeah, it's that or be paralyzed.
I'll have to think about it.
Get back to me.
All right. So, do you have like a favorite joke? Your own joke, someone else's joke, doesn't matter.
Yeah, my buddy Ken-Bradley, he wrote what's called the 7-Eleven knock knock joke, and this might be my favorite joke of all time.
Okay, that's good.
It's very funny.
You gotta look that up.
You want to hear it?
Oh, okay. If you're gonna share it, sure.
All right, so I gotta give him his credit. This is Ken-Bradley's joke.
All right.
So, sometimes we we joke around together, and we get ideas from each other, and this is one of those ideas that he's trying to make work. I'm a huge fan of this joke, so I try to make it work as well. Knock knock.
Who's there?
I know for a fact that I just saw you shove something down your pants.
I know for a fact you should.
Get the fuck out of my store. No, you know what? You were way too good. You did that too well. You did too good of a job. Most people, when you confront them with, I know for a fact that I just saw you shove something down, they try to make a joke out of it. They try to get out of repeating the entire thing, and you have to walk them back through the process. No. Let me explain to you how a knock knock joke works. I say knock knock. You say who's there. I say orange. You say orange who. But see, you didn't have this problem. You went straight to the fucking.
I messed up. I forgot how knock knock joke. I should have said.
No, you did it perfect. You did it so perfect, and I think that's the only time I've ever rolled through that joke and had somebody not do what I said. Fucking try to make their own joke or not repeat the line back, basically. But you did. It was beautiful. Oh, that was it. So, like it. If anybody has any suggestions out there. Let me know. We're trying to always make jokes funnier, and like I said, that joke was written by Kent-Bradley, hilarious, local stand-up comedian from San Diego.
Been on episode 1 and 2 of this podcast.
Yeah, so listen to those for sure. He's a fucking awesome dude.
Yeah. So, do you have like a favorite fan interaction?
Fan?
Like you were a fan of somebody, or someone came up to you and said, "Oh, I love your joke," or.
I do like fans in general. Just like when I sleep, I turn on the fan.
What setting do you like?
Usually pretty high. I like
it
high. Right? Me and the fan just getting so high.
Put it on the ceiling.
Right? The ceiling higher than the ceiling fan. Yeah. I like to sleep cold. I'm a cold sleeper.
Okay. No blankets?
No, that's the thing. Like, I like to be warm in the blanket, but have a cold outer, okay. If you were sleeping outside, for example, but in a sleeping bag. It would be cold outside, but warm in the sleeping bag. Okay. That's perfect sleeping temperature for me.
Sweet.
Born to sleep outside.
That's awesome. So what is your favorite place to do comedy right now?
Favorite place to do comedy? I guess the Comedy Chateau. That is where I will be tomorrow night. I have a show, 7:30. I have a show tomorrow at 7:30 at the Comedy Chateau.
Well, this isn't coming out for a while, so...
So go back in time and go to the show. Don't be fucking
I'm sure if you just go to the Comedy Chateau, Dayton will be there.
This is a simple problem to solve.
Just
figure out how to go back in time.
Every time you go to the Comedy Chateau in LA, just say you're here to see Dayton.
Right.
And then they're going to be like, okay, he performs here. He's not performing tonight. And eventually they're going to just be so, flabbergasted. They're just going to book you, every night that you're available.
Yeah, it's a cool little spot up there. The owner is a cool guy, Felix. He's a super funny cat, and it's just a good vibe. Like a lot of I hate myself that I just said a good vibe, but it's a fun place to hang out, and the comedians there are funny, and it's cool to meet people and drink beer and smoke cigarettes outside. That's usually what I do.
Cool.
Yeah, I gotta quit smoking cigarettes, man. I really want to stop smoking cigarettes. They suck.
Yeah, it's pretty addictive. I hear.
Yeah, it is.
I quit smoking cigarettes when I was 2.
Yeah.
I took one drag and I was like...
That's a lot of coordination for a 2-year-old to be able to...
Well, I mean, my stepdad...
Forced it on you?
Pretending to smoke. And
got you a carton of cigarettes for your second
I don't
birthday and
remember
said,
this.
"Smoke up, Johnny."
I just got told later on, and it's like, it's the 70s. But nowadays that'd be child abuse, but it was the 1973.
70s.
So
I forget.
give him but it worked. I never wanted to smoke cigarettes. I never wanted to do drugs.
Have you ever done any drugs?
Yeah, but my parents were drug addicts, so why focus on the money about drugs?
Parents are drug addicts. That's, yeah, man.
So what happened was, like, I would have shoes, and
Yeah.
I would have to wear them, and like they would have holes in them, and then I didn't get new shoes. Like I still had to wear them.
Was your dad a shoemaker?
No, his parents were spending money on drugs when they couldn't have bought me shoes.
Oh, dude.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, but they say the shoemaker's kids don't have any shoes. You never heard that?
Yeah, I guess he had a lot of jobs. I don't know. I don't think he worked at a door shop.
What kind of drugs were they doing?
My dad, my stepdad, but he basically raised me. He did a lot of, pot and
Weed.
Weed.
You can't blame it on weed. Fuck that. That dude was just a piece of shit. Weed doesn't have anything to do with it.
And
That's
then
my
I
opinion.
found out later that my mom was doing some, uppers, downers, pills. And stuff.
Pills are a bitch.
Yeah, so I'm sure those are more expensive than weed.
Also, way more deadly. Weed, you
Right,
can't.
but listen.
It's hard to blame weed.
Well, Dayton, like when you spend money on stuff that you don't actually need to spend it on, you could have bought stuff that you needed, like your kids' shoes.
Definitely true, but that's not weed's fault. That's because that dude's an asshole.
It's almost Father's Day, man. Be nice.
A lot of fathers are pieces of shit. They need to hear it.
Yeah. Well, he's old now. He's fine.
Oh, you hear
People
that?
breaking shit.
Just heard a job opening.
Anyway,
That's crazy.
speaking of which,
though.
what was your family life growing up?
I grew up in D.C., Washington, D.C., just outside of Washington, D.C., in Alexandria, Virginia. So not really from D.C. I'm actually from Virginia.
Okay.
So like anybody who's actually from the area knows I'm a poser right away, because I'll be like, I'm from D.C., and they're like, oh, okay, what part of Virginia are you from? And that is me. I'm from Alexandria, Virginia. So yeah, I grew up as a skateboarder in the suburbs of Virginia.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then when did you move away from there?
When I was 15, my parents moved to Florida, and I moved with them. And so I lived in Florida for the next 10 years, and then moved to California after that. Yeah.
What made you decide California?
I moved to California because of my job.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. You still got that job, or?
Yep.
Wow, that's awesome. Good.
Working down at the old steel mill.
The old steel mill.
Yeah.
What we do is build other steel mills.
We just build other steel mills. That's fucking hilarious.
Build all the steel mills. And
You should see how many fucking steel mills we have down there. It's ridiculous. I don't even know what we're gonna do with all these fucking steel mills.
the demand for steel keeps going up.
Don't have enough people want jobs. It's like we got all the steel mills. Just come down here. We got How many fucking jobs do you need? We got a new steel mill going up every 24 hours down here.
Wow, you guys are so good. You can build a whole steel mill in 24 hours.
Like the Amish.
When they first started, it took them years to make the second steel mill.
It's like the Amish. They raise a barn in like a night. You know, just how quickly can we build a steel mill?
Yeah. For the first 5 years, it took a year to make a steel mill. And then you're like, let's cut this down. I bet if we build all together right now, we could build one in a couple months. Yeah, it worked out. I don't know how you guys got it down to 24 hours. That was crazy. That last push from
steel mill,
a few days to
work
24
ethic,
hours.
man.
Jesus.
That's how we work, man.
So what's the biggest audience you've performed for so far?
Shit, I don't know. Couple hundred, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Not very. I guess that's a good size. Probably less than that. Probably like 100, I guess.
Cool. So do you do any other type of art?
Nope.
Cool. What about other like hobbies? Do you have other hobbies? Comedy.
I like to drink.
Drink.
I like to drink beer, and I smoke weed, and
Did I just interrupt you? I'm so sorry.
Jesus Christ! What the
I do think about putting a sign on the door. We are at the Madhouse Comedy Club in the Brick Room. It's occasionally I think, oh, maybe I should put a sign on the door saying podcast being recorded.
Get the fuck out!
Don't come in.
At all, ever.
Yeah, but
this is private. Especially no girls allowed.
Unless you're the guest, then you can be a girl. That's it. That's the only way. So, do you ever do like a character on stage, or are you just trying to be yourself?
You know, it's funny how that happens, because like I won't intentionally do that, but it just happens. Like I'll do jokes where I do an impression of my dad or something, and I'll just like jump into another character, but it's not like I went, okay, I'm gonna try to make a joke where I'm gonna jump into another character. It's just that's how I would normally, like if I was just telling a joke to a friend, that's just how I would do it. You know, it just, well, you know, like I just start doing like my terrible impression of my dad, you know.
Well, no one knows it's terrible. Why just spoil that?
Oh yeah, I know it's bad. Yeah, it sounds nothing like it.
Only your people that have met your dad.
Yeah, you should meet him. You should be like, what? Your impression is completely not at all what your dad sounds like, and people would start to see what a sham my act is. I
can't believe you'd be so vulnerable
I'm
right
a
now.
liar.
Why are you telling everybody?
I'm a liar and a thief. Yeah, no, I will lie, cheat, steal any chance I get.
You know what I think it is? I think you do a perfect impression of him, and you're lying now just to be
facetious.
Just trying to be humble. Stop trying to be so humble.
Oh man.
Because if people knew you do a perfect impression of your dad, then they're gonna want you to do other impressions of other people. And you're like, ah.
I do like impressions.
Yeah. Do you like Han Solo?
Han Solo. Gave myself a
carbonite.
Han Solo. What?
When he was frozen in carbonite, he made an impression in that carbonite. I'm telling you.
Right? Carbonite.
Like you could see the boogers in his nose.
That's a first impression. It's a lasting first impression.
Yes, it is. It really is. He went in that room and he was surprised.
Was he? I don't think like once you're frozen in carbonite, you can't be surprised anymore. Or are you awake in there?
He heard it sting, and he had like, I don't remember exactly, but I remember it. I kind of remember going, ah.
Right?
he
and
was
then
like,
he freezes.
yeah. I'd have to watch it again. I'm sorry.
If it was me, I'd just have a beer in my hand.
If I'm getting it wrong, I just remember him like some kind of just in distress. He didn't have a big smile on his face like, you got me. He was like,
he was jerking off and
he knew that Jabba the Hutt would hate that. They almost unfroze him and That was pretty good.
I've never been a Star Wars fan, and I hate to
You
break it
did a
to
pretty
you.
good Jabba the Hutt right there. All right. Oh, you're mocking it. That's what you're doing.
I don't know. Like
You're mocking it. You're doing pretty good at mocking it then.
I don't know. Star Wars, man. Just like
It just popped in my brain because that was the only impression I could think of.
here, give me someone you want to hear an impression of. Try to do it.
Let's see. Try to do Rudy Ortega. It's hard, huh?
You know, he just came. He I saw Rudy the other day. He was just like, "It's so good to see you. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You are. You're so beautiful. You are. You're beautiful. I just want you to know that. You're beautiful."
Was he drunk?
No, that's just how he is. He's a nice guy.
Oh no, I'm just teasing.
It's so weird that just a guy who's just genuinely nice just like seems so weird. Like he just comes up to me and
I mean, he is weird.
oh yeah, dude, we're all weird, but like we're not all nice, you know. Like I like nice, you know. Like he comes up, you know, but we're living in a weird place where somebody would just come up to you and be like, "Oh, you're so nice. You're beautiful. You're doing great. Keep doing it." And you're just like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Who the fuck is that nice?
He's a fan of your comedy.
Nobody's.
Why isn't that your favorite fan interaction?
No, no, this wasn't about comedy. This was just.
No,
he was
but
just.
when
We
he
just.
sees you, he sees the
yeah.
whole you, Dayton.
The whole of. You should see the whole of me.
Which one? Is it one of those ones you hide? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
You should see my third eye.
Okay. I hate these questions sometimes, but I'm going to ask them anyway.
Yeah, kill it.
Have you ever won a comedy contest?
No.
Damn it!
In fact, I've lost every comedy contest I've ever done.
What if we rig one for you?
That'd be great. I'd be fully into that.
I'm
I'd
gonna
pay
rig
for
one
it.
for you.
Yeah,
You won't even know it.
I'd pay for it. Break a couple legs, whatever it takes. Yeah, but seriously, I've done those I do these comedy battles every once in a while. Like a comedian does 2 minutes, another comedian does 2 minutes, and I lose every fucking time. I always lose.
Okay. Where are you doing the comedy battles?
At American, no, not American, but Amazing Comedy Theater, which is in Orange County. That's where I started doing comedy originally.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why'd you choose Orange County?
Because I knew people in San Diego who did comedy, and I didn't want to do my first comedy around them because
okay.
I'm a pussy, so I wanted to get some practice outside of San Diego, and
Okay.
now I do it here.
Nice.
I'm not
Why'd you
really good
do
at it
this?
yet, but
Well,
at
you're
least
funny.
I got my first couple months out of the way.
Dayton,
up there.
I'm telling you, you're a natural comedian.
I appreciate that, Aaron. Thank you.
As long as the substance abuse doesn't take you out early.
I'm hoping it doesn't, man. I'm trying not to do it.
And don't let the steel mill kill you either.
Right? If anything, it'll be the death of me. It'll be one of those pilings, one of those shafts,
Yeah.
unregulated shafts, down there at the steel mill.
You're raising another steel mill. It's
Those-
this is
I didn't
it.
even want to know.
You know,
Those steel cut oats, they're in high demand.
yeah.
I don't think they make oatmeal at steel. They make steel at steel mills. And then the steel cuts the oats. It's a whole process.
It's crazy. Yeah. Are you making robots?
Right? That's where it needs to go. Everybody just needs to get replaced by a robot.
No, I mean, the robots had to be made somewhere.
Right? And then
Why not
eventually just the robots will make the robots. And then what?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Hopefully, the robots will find us irreplaceable.
Right? We'll just have to prove ourselves worthy to the robots.
Well, we got to make it to where they can't self-replicate. That's you don't want to. Robots can make robots, but not 100%.
Robots make cars. Aren't cars robots?
Not enough yet. They're not fully autonomous.
It's certainly not my piece of shit. My thing needs to be more autonomous.
Yeah, just try to.
It doesn't work hard enough. I need to think more. Be smarter.
Be more aware of its surroundings.
Right? I backed into a car the other day. Didn't say a fucking word about it.
Damn.
But if anybody asks, I was rear-ended.
I can't believe that you got rear-ended in your car didn't warn you what was
guy.
happening.
Wasn't watching where he was going. Fucking.
He could see you right in front
Some
of you.
people. That's what you get. You drive to LA. Tell you what.
So what's your best booking story?
Booking?
Yeah, like you're booked on a show. You're like, oh my god, I can't believe I was booked on this show.
Nope. Not really.
Not one yet? Okay.
No, I do the shows up in at the Comedy Chateau. I once did an open mic at the Ha Ha Club, which is right across the street. Somebody from there saw me. They booked me. They wanted to book me on this guys' night comedy show, but I unfortunately could not do that, so I had to tell them no on that one. But I wanted to do it. I just couldn't do it. I had another show at the same time.
Damn. Look at that, getting double booked.
That's my craziest booking story.
Double booked. You had to turn one
That would be
down.
the title of that story. Double booked. A completely boring, not funny story at all.
No, it's genuine. I don't want you to make shit up.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
It's good. So have you ever been on Kill Tony or anything like that?
I went to Kill Tony once.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you get to see the show? Or
I did. I watched the entire show.
Nice.
I did not hear much of the show, but I did watch most of the show. It was in this giant amphitheater, which made it like impossible to hear anything.
Wow, that sucks.
Yeah, and it was like it's hard enough for me to because you know me, I'm a drinker and a smoker, and I'm always outside. It's hard enough for me to sit in a room for an hour and a half as it is watching crystal clear comedy, let alone. I mean, it was like. It was like 3 hours of that. You know, it was very hard, and you're just kind of just sticking around just to.
How would you know if your name was called?
That's a fucking great question, Aaron. You know, apparently
other people could hear you.
They would come up every once in a while, and hold up a sign that they only got through six comics or so. Yeah.
They only got through 6 comics. And
6 or 7. Let me tell you, each individual comic gets a sign. So when they pull a comic, they're like, we're pulling comic. A fucking UFC girl comes out with her tits and the fucking sign. We got fucking comic number 1 that we're pulling right now. And then another half an hour goes by, and then we're pulling comic number 2. Wow, I honestly think, crazy. I didn't get it at first, but
so bad.
It's horrible, but I think it's intentionally horrible. I feel like kind of an idiot, realizing this, but they've created the worst possible open mic. And then they just put comedians through the ringer. That's what Kill Tony is. That's just the show. People. It's people just getting tortured. It's the worst possible open mic ever. And your suffering is the show.
That's crazy.
It's genius.
Well, I was on Kill Tony right before the pandemic, the lockdown.
You were on it?
Yeah, in La Jolla. It was La Jolla Comedy Store. It was like.
But you got to go up and do your shit?
Yeah, I was 14 months in. It was really fun.
So this was what, like 75 years ago?
Yeah, 73 years ago. Not that.
75 years ago. That was stupid. Fucking, but no. La Jolla.
Yeah, I can't. That's one of the reasons I didn't
14
go.
months in, you've been doing comedy like forever. So this was at least like 10 years ago.
No, I'm. This is year 6, so that was. It was right before lockdown. So before like literally they were here. We watched the show. They're talking about China and like, oh, is it going to come over here? COVID-19. Sure enough, it really broke out bad. We did what we did. I don't know if I believe in science, but I think we kind of fucked that up.
Believe in science.
But
fucking
we
as
overreacted.
soon as I saw somebody walk into a restaurant with a mask fully on their face, take it off, eat the meal, put the mask back on, and walk out of the restaurant, I went, science has gone the fuck out the window at this point.
Well, really, if the science told everybody that they should all be wearing a spacesuit.
Spacesuit would be great.
Yeah, but the problem is we don't have enough spacesuits.
I personally wasn't issued one.
Exactly. So that's really what the science is. It's just how do we apply.
But just think
the
about how much
technology
tax money
that
they
we
could
have.
steal if they could get this spacesuit for every American thing rocking.
Well, yeah.
We got to vote for this.
We can pollute the planet and have crazy germ warfare and natural germs that just go mutate. We know that we've been fighting bacteria and viruses for millions of years.
Like literally since the beginning of mankind.
Yeah, like we were one cell organism, right? And then there are other one cell organisms, and we're fighting, right? And then we evolved into multiple cell organisms. But there's one cell and 0 cell fucking viruses and shit that all they've gotten is they've only adapted to the creatures that they infect, right? They didn't decide to get bigger. They stayed small.
Why'd they decide that?
Well, they're stupid.
Idiots. Obviously.
Obviously, you can kill way more people and animals
if you were just to
bigger.
evolve. It's like crocodiles.
Yeah.
What's your excuse? You've been around since the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Hello?
Why can't you read and
We
write?
have the Empire State Building. You have a
What?
swamp. You've been around fucking forever. What the fuck? Look at the dinosaurs. 350 million years of dominating the planet. Where's your fucking... Obviously, the dinosaurs built the pyramids. And that...
Well, I mean, their descendants, the bird people, the lizard people.
Oh, the bird and lizard people.
Yeah, they really built the dinosaurs. But then...
They built the dinosaurs? Now that would be something, right? The dinosaurs were just like 350 years of robot dinosaurs.
I said too much!
Dude, I'm telling you, that'd be great.
Fuck. And then they were like, oh, this is cool. So then they took off in their spaceships that they built also. That's all I know. That's all I did my own research, and that's what I came up with.
Fucking, I think that the pyramids...
Which pyramids?
So...
Which ones are we talking about?
Oh, we're talking about Egyptian pyramids.
Egyptians? Oh,
Aztec,
you don't like the ones in America?
Oh, dude, we're talking about all the pyramids. I think every pyramid...
Okay.
This is how we're going to connect all the conspiracy theories, right? So...
Well, no, you can't.
I'm about to connect them, right? You got
can't do that.
UFOs,
That's
you got
not
pyramids. This is happening, right? I know.
Okay.
People don't want to hear this, but this is the truth. I think UFOs, right? I think the pyramids are ancient UFOs that were flown here.
Right.
Right? The pyramids themselves are
then
UFOs.
that would make
Boom.
them not UFOs anymore, because then we would know what they are.
Right. They are. They're just FOs.
Yeah, they're just
IFOs. Identified flying objects.
Flying pyramids.
Right.
They're just PFs.
So they fucking flew these things here. Boom.
Or FPs.
That's why you don't find pharaohs in the pyramids, bro. You know what's in a pyramid? Nothing. There's nothing in a pyramid.
Yeah.
Where do you find pharaohs? Valley of the Kings, bro. Not in a fucking pyramid.
That's crazy.
Right? So fucking, what about the Sphinx? The Sphinx is like the Cadillac of pyramids. Right? They fucking, like the minivans.
Yeah.
That's the pyramids. The fucking Sphinx is like the dopest alien of all time. Just pimped.
Oh, I thought the Sphinx was a transformer.
Well, it's a pretty shitty transformer if it is, because it isn't transformed into anything in a very long time.
It's just waiting.
Just a little WD-40 on that bad boy. Grease him up. Ready to go. A little dusty.
A little energy from
dust
Cybertron.
Dust him off.
All right.
Telling you.
It takes a long time.
If you could figure out how to power up those pyramids, you could fly them across the universe. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. You could fold space and you could just be there.
Telling you, pyramids are UFOs. Boom.
Yeah. They're FPs, flying pyramids.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
FPs. I like it.
Okay, so what's the worst thing about comedy right now?
The worst thing about comedy? I don't know. Gas prices? You know,
these gas prices
I gotta
are
drive.
not funny.
I gotta drive all the way up to LA. Fucking cost me, I don't know, $60-$70 to fucking drive up there every goddamn time.
So what's attracting you to LA? Because
a lot of
San Diego.
I have some buddies who do comedy up there, and you know, just a lot more. There's a lot of other clubs and more clubs, and I think the best clubs are here in San Diego. Honestly, I mean, or not the best clubs, but the best open mics for sure. Yeah. The best open mic I think is American, and then after that is West Side in Santa Monica. That one's sick. You should come up there and check that out.
What day of the week's that?
Tuesday.
Really?
Boom. Fucking Tuesday, like 9:30 or so. Every Tuesday, Santa Monica, West Side. Fucking sick. Neil Brennan performs there at 8 p.m. every Tuesday. So it's like after that is the open mic.
Wow.
Neil Brennan's one of my favorite comics of all time.
Nice.
So like the fact that, you know, I don't know. I don't mean to be a dork or whatever, but yeah, it's pretty cool that he like does the fucking mic, and then after that is the fucking open mic. It's not like he's going to be hanging out for the open mic or anything. Right. It's Neil Brennan, obviously. He's home comforting himself with whatever. I'm not. Whatever. I don't know. He seems like a nervous cat. You know, he's definitely a depressed guy. So whatever is soothing him. He's actually supposed to be feeling better. So
that's good.
I salute. I really hope he is. It's a fucking.
Okay, so it's starting to get loud. So
we can get the fuck out of here if you want.
We gotta start wrapping it up.
Yep.
I would love to talk to you. You always come back too. But how can people get a hold of you on the social medias?
Just Dayton Chappelear is my name.
Just search that.
Look up that on Instagram probably.
Okay.
You can be among my 60 followers.
You can. Well, I guess you'll have the. Just you listen to the episode. It should have the Instagram handle in the description.
Yeah, it's just my name, Dayton Chappelear. Dayton.
There you go.
That's my name. Dayton. It's actually two words in one. Day, right, as in the daytime, and then ton, as in a ton of shit, right? So there's Dayton, compound word.
What? So what is
Dayton?
You should change your name to Night Kilogram.
Right? Just the night. What the fuck is that? I think the hot water heater is going to explode.
We'll be out of here.
Could be
before that happens.
dinosaurs.
Let's see, night and then
Night terror.
not ton. What's the opposite of ton? Bit.
Opposite of ton
A
would
little
be
bit.
like
Is it ton?
a small amount.
Is it ton? Yeah, exactly. Well, thank you so much for doing the podcast.
You're welcome,
There was
Aaron.
a pop in. There was a cancellation.
I was a backup plan.
Preston canceled. Hopefully, gonna have Preston
Fuck
on
you,
soon.
Preston.
Yeah.
You should have been here. You could have had this. You could have had all of this, Preston.
could have had
And
this
now
spot.
what you got? You got nothing, Preston.
Yeah,
What
you
you
gotta
got?
wait your
You got
turn.
none of this. You got none of this. Huh?
Wait your turn.
Huh? All right.
Yay.
I'm just kidding, Preston. We love you.
Yes.
I have no idea who you are.
Oh, I'll show you later.
I'm sure you're a great person. I'm not sure of that. I will verify that, and I will get back to
No,
you.
we can't verify anything.
Okay, we won't verify it. We won't get back to anyone. This is the end of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, we can keep going. Just everybody, if you keep listening, just know that there's comedy going on.
I honestly
and they're
don't
gonna
give a
try to upstage the podcast with their loud fucking laughing and jokes
Dicks.
and cheering.
Think they're so funny telling jokes.
Yeah, like we're telling jokes over here. We're making people laugh.
We got jokes.
I mean,
What, we
it's
don't?
not a live audience.
Who
but-
says we don't got jokes? Huh?
Yeah, you find
You?
them.
Did you say we don't? I know you didn't say
Yeah,
that.
Martha, stop it.
You would never.
Tell
You
Joe.
would never.
Tell Joe to get his butt back in here. He hasn't finished listening to the podcast yet. I can't believe it.
My accent starts to affect people. I think it's affecting you.
Oh, sorry. I was just trying to riff. Just go along.
But do it in Aaron Trahan style, not in my style.
Oh, is that stealing your style? I'm so embarrassed. Do you forgive me?
There we go. That's what we need. Let's take
about
a
you
hit
guys?
of some pure oxygen.
Oh my God! Josh Krebs recorded my favorite fan interaction. I wasn't even there. He sent it to me. This is. I had just came up with.
When did this happen?
I had just come up with that joke about punching through oxygen.
When was this?
This is fucking years ago. It was even before. I could
Yeah, this
look
gotta
up
be a
the
long
video.
time ago.
I could look up the video.
As long as it's not recently.
No, was that?
As long as it isn't recent.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Yeah,
You guys have it fallen out?
maybe.
Okay.
A little bit. Yes.
That sucks. Well, it figures.
Couple of drug addicts ended up being very stupid, and it happens.
Yeah. Well, hopefully,
I mean, not me. I mean, I'm not stupid. He's stupid. He's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. But no, yeah. I don't know. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I don't want to just divulge.
I don't know if I want to know. I have seen Josh. Josh,
I was really hoping
like
this wouldn't come up.
he has told me stuff. Oh, you should do this. Da, da, da. And he's told me stuff that like really is helpful and good.
Really?
And then also I've seen him be a bully to people, and it's like, what the fuck, man.
See, that is like the East Coast humor is a little. I will say this in Josh's defense, like it could be.
Is it
Maybe
all a bit? Is that what
Also,
it is?
he was being a bully. I don't know if he was. I obviously wasn't there in this situation.
No, I mean,
I don't know Josh to be a bully in general, but
Well,
if maybe
he was acting a bully and the person was calling him out that he was being a bully. And he's not like, I'm not being a bully, you know? I don't know about anybody, but if someone calls
nobody's
me,
perfect. You know, maybe
No.
maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. But I will tell you this. East Coast humor is definitely different from West Coast humor. And like the other night, for example, I was telling somebody about this. You
telling him?
No. When I was talking to what's his name? Steven the other night, and you come out and with some guy and you jump into our conversation. I'm just like, hey, we're having a fucking conversation over here, and you just looked at me like, you and I was like, and I start cracking up laughing, and you realize I'm joking, but I'm joking the whole time, you know, like people just, you know, they don't realize this is how we joke, you know, like if we didn't like you, we wouldn't joke with you at all. We would ignore you. We would ignore you completely.
Here's the thing. I totally mess up. It's Matt Eisendrath. Some people just pop in just so I can say their name.
Can I smoke in here?
No. I can't believe you asked. But you know, I just make social mistakes and miscues, and I don't want anyone upset. So that's what I got going on. But I sometimes I will go along with stuff knowing that it's a joke, and then people tell me it's a joke, and I'm like, well, you ruined it.
Yeah.
That didn't happen that time, but there are other times where
it's like
I
this,
start off one thing and then I catch on, but I keep going. You know, because we're improv.
Right, it is like that. It is like an improv. It's like an improv shit talk, you know. Like so, somebody like comes at you with, "Hey, cocksucker, how you doing?" You're like, "Hey, motherfucker, how you doing?" You know, it's, you always got to return the thing with another thing. You know what I mean? You can never, you know, just be like.
Well, it also was distracting because, like, I think Blaze Tricoli was right there. He said something.
Yeah.
And then it did kind of just go into
spirals into whatever. But yeah, it was just, you know. But yeah, that's the humor though. It's like that famous sketch in fucking Goodfellas, right? Nicky Santoro. Well, that's from a different movie, obviously. But Nicky Santoro, Joe Pesci, either way. In Goodfellas, though, right? Fucking funny how, right? I'm a fucking clown. I'm here to fucking amuse you, huh? You know? I almost had him. You know, like it's, you know, they're fucking around. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know
I
that
have to watch
scene?
that movie again because I thought there was one time he's like, oh, I'm fucking around, and then he fucking did violence to somebody.
Did violence?
No, if I'm not remembering.
Yeah,
right.
no. Well, sort of. So, like, yeah, this is like an iconic scene. I have the shirt, which is Joe Pesci's face, and it just says "funny how," right? It's the scene where they're like, "Funny? How am I funny? How am I funny to you? I'm funny like a clown. I'm here to fucking amuse you. How am I a clown? What am I? You know what I mean? Like." And then he's like, no, I just think it's funny, the way you tell the story, you know. Yeah. How the fuck am I funny? How the fuck do you think this is funny? You know, get the fuck out! I almost had him. You know, so it's like this like I'm gonna fuck with you, but I wouldn't fuck with you if I didn't like you,
right? Type
of thing. You know, it's a
I
very strange, it's a very odd. Oh, we're talking about movies, yeah. So
I probably put two different scenes.
What do you think?
There are in that movie. There are times where he just acted crazy.
Who?
Yeah.
Joe Pesci?
Joe Pesci's character, like
Tommy. Yeah.
Or maybe I'm thinking of another movie or another character. I don't know. I have to watch that movie again.
Yeah.
What's your favorite movie of all time?
My favorite movie of all time. I don't know. That's very difficult to say.
What's your least favorite?
I would say my favorite TV show of all
There
time
we go.
is definitely The Sopranos, hands down.
Did you like the ending? Spoilers, possible spoilers for the end of
I loved the fucking ending. Loved it. For the record, loved the ending of The Sopranos. If you didn't like it, you're a fucking stunad.
You don't understand how life works? You understand that life just ends?
He didn't die. I don't think he died. I'm just going to put that out there right now.
I don't think anyone died.
It didn't say he died. If he died, he would have died. All right?
It would have showed it.
He would have died. Did he die? Did he die? No, he didn't fucking die.
Yeah, exactly.
All right? End of story. Life goes on. I think that's the ending.
You know what? There was a show I really liked. It was called 6 Feet Under.
Yes, I remember it.
Do you remember how that ended?
No. Somebody going 6 feet under?
It was awesome. They took all of the main, characters, and they just followed their life as they got older and showed how each of them died.
Oh.
And it was so awesome because at the beginning of those episodes...
So it was like a cut to? Like here's where they were, and then eventually here's where they ended up?
Yeah, kind of like if someone was younger, they kind of like did little snippets, I think, so you could realize that they're the same person, see a little bit about their life, if I remember correctly. And then like one of them like died in bed with all their family around and stuff like that. It was beautiful. It was super good. I liked it.
6 feet
My
under.
that's probably my favorite ending of a
That
TV series.
was big in the 90s, right?
Yeah, I'm old.
No, I know. I'm just trying to remember exactly when this was.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
2000s? 90s? I remember
2000.
Yeah, 2000s. I definitely remember 6 feet under.
Yeah, that's good.
Were they gay? Were they like
Yeah, there was a gay
they were
brother.
like gay morticians?
There was like a gay brother, and he had a boyfriend. And, the other one was-
That's how they were edgy back then. They just like threw in a gay guy, and it was like, whoa, what? Look at this edgy show with the gay guy on there. Whoa!
They're having butt sex.
What? Just imagine. We're not going to show any butt sex, but just imagine what's going on behind the old.
Sex. Nice social butts, but not some butt sex.
6 feet under.
That's a big cock you got
6
there.
inches on top. I don't know.
I couldn't watch Oz because it was too violent.
That's the prison show, right?
Yeah, I was like, oh my
The prison
goodness,
rape
so much.
show. Yeah, I think I'll say it. Yeah, it's the fucking obviously. Isn't that what happened? It was just a bunch of prisoners getting ass
I
raped.
stopped watching it. I'm assuming there's just more of that. Or maybe they just.
But that's like was the shock factor, right? Like that's what like
Sure.
that like got people to like watch it. They're like, can you believe this?
They're so
Which is kind of fucked up because like people actually do get ass raped in prison and they're
Well, I don't think
horrible
they were-
experiences
I don't know if they
being
were
exploited for televisional gain,
Well, isn't that everything?
right?
If you make a story, you tell a joke.
You
don't
exploit
you
it
want
for
the most
televisional
amount of
gain.
people to enjoy it,
Right?
to live it.
Live it.
Can you imagine if you could have people feel your suffering, but then also laugh with you,
And then exploit it on television.
and then exploit it on television? Exactly.
It's like I have a joke about that about Love on the Spectrum, right? It's like this is about love, it's about taking two special people and pairing them up for the purposes of love and being exploited on television, but mostly love. Mostly it's love. It's not about the exploiting these people on television. It's about the love.
It's good.
That's why I don't tell that joke anymore.
No, I like it.
That's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you're just constantly writing and
I write a lot.
do more jokes, and pretty soon you'll have your best. This is my absolute best 5 minutes, and then here's my absolute best 10 minutes, and then
Yeah.
I don't know how much time do you think you have right now?
I could probably do about half an hour.
Damn, that's crazy. That's a lot of time.
Is it?
Yeah.
I feel like it's not that much time. My goal is to have 1 hour by the end of the year.
Okay. But how about? But are you getting booked for half hour right now?
Hell no.
Yeah, you shouldn't. You should stay around.
Most I've ever done on stage is 10 minutes.
Right. So if you have a half hour, you're saying you have 3 different 10-minute sets.
Mm-hmm, probably.
Okay. Yeah.
About that. I mean, that would probably be like a ballsy estimate. I'd probably say 2 10-minute sets,
Okay.
solid.
Well, there you go. Just
But
try to
solid
always
is like, it's a
make-
weird thing. It's like Wiener Schnitzel, you know? Sometimes it's going to come out solid, and sometimes it's not going to come out solid. It's like a pretzel. Sometimes it's...
Oh my God! I can't wait to do these new jokes. I got more jokes about pretzels.
You got more pretzel?
You want to hear it?
Yeah, if you want to hear it.
Okay.
Here, I got a pretzel one for you.
Well, what if?
Pretzels?
What?
Or wait.
Wait. What
What?
if I say what I was gonna say? What you said?
All right, you go. Let's make sure that doesn't happen.
God!
We gotta
I
make
can't
sure.
believe you almost tried to. Why is it loading?
In the meantime, right? Not requiring an
Time?
I require
What's your favorite-
nothing more than a beer for this joke.
What's your favorite type of music?
My favorite type of music, I would say reggae. Reggae.
That seems kind of gay.
It is a little gay.
That's good because gay is good.
Yeah,
Baby.
I don't mind. I don't mind the gayness.
What the fuck? Where's my dog? Oh, sorry. Not trying to interrupt you. There it is.
What's my? I'm trying to think of my pretzel joke.
All right. Well, I have it documented already.
My
Thing. If you happen to say it, I'm gonna show the audience that I.
Oh,
if
okay,
it
here it is.
loads.
So, should I do it like Aaron Trahan style? Like,
I don't know.
all right, so
This is the first.
All right, here we go. Wait.
Oh, we're podcasting?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Shar, we're podcasting.
we're
I
not?
know what you're doing.
We're not podcasting.
This shows you how many people just come into this room.
So lunchtime reminds me of my sex life. 'Cause sometimes I do a pretzel.
Why does it need the internet?
It pisses me off when people say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. It's like, are you going to do it? You're going to take it home and do it? I'm going to do a Big Mac. I'm going to do a quarter pound. You're going to do it? You're going to do it in the ass? Is that where you're going to do it? Fucking pisses me off. So I like that this joke addresses that.
Yeah,
You know, I do a pretzel.
I love it. It's a double entendre.
Just saying.
It's not gonna fucking load. But let me see if I can do it from memory. So, you know Martine, that Martine is the owner of Quantum Brewing and the bartender.
You have to say Martin.
I said Martine.
You're not saying, you have to roll the Martin. Let me hear you say Martin.
Martine.
Martin. You have to roll brr, brr, Martin.
Martine.
Martin.
Anyway, I feel like I'm saying it and you're telling me to keep saying it. But that guy, he sent me a thing. He reminded me, I already knew this, but he showed me a video that of a pig having sex. And
Whoa.
Their penis is twisted like
Oh
a
my
pretzel.
God. Like the curly tails.
Yeah, like a tail, but it's the penis.
Like
Yeah.
some curly fries. Like some Arby's curly fries. You just
It's-
pull them out, they're
it's
attached.
crazy. Anyway, so
Pigs having sex. Go ahead.
So then I came up with this that after saying the pretzel joke, then I would say, sometimes fans like record stuff without me knowing it, or comedians knowing it, and my friend found this early version, an unbaked version of this pretzel joke.
Unbaked.
Yeah, Thomas Hookengard gave me that today, that tag, and it found it on Reddit, and there was all these, and there was all these I'm being destroyed on there. It's like one person's like, let's see. Oh, that guy looks like a cop. Yeah, he's a pig. I bet his penis is twisted just like a pretzel. And then I'm not saying it the best.
Oh, you know what? You could use like
and then just a bunch of people attacking me and saying stuff about pretzels again. Using.
Do they put bacon on pretzels?
Sometimes there's pizza bake.
Yeah, that's a stretch, isn't it?
Pretzel
I was thinking like cops, bacon,
yeah,
pretzel.
They have Wetzel Pretzel has hot dogs.
I know. I have a Wetzel pretzel on my street.
Damn, that's dangerous.
You have no idea.
I mean,
I'm telling you, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. Get in my belly.
When you say a pretzel hard like a pretzel, in that you can't smoke. Can I smoke in here?
No. It's a hard time to ask.
You say hard like a pretzel.
Yeah.
Like, are they are you talking about those like Utz pretzels in a jug? You like a teacher has in the corner. You pull the those hard brown small pretzels, or are you talking about like a good quality pretzel that's gone hard and shouldn't be hard?
No, I don't know. Whatever your imagination.
It's art. Interpret it as you will.
Yeah, sometimes I'm gonna get baked just like a pretzel.
That would make me hard. You say that.
Yeah, make me hard, just like a pretzel.
Yeah.
Maybe that's also implying that I'm hard like a hard pretzel, but not all the way hard, because pretzels aren't.
But is it? My question is the intentionality of the pretzel. Was it supposed to be a hard pretzel, or was it a soft pretzel that went hard?
Maybe it was overbaked.
So it wasn't supposed to be hard,
yeah,
but it was.
Yeah, you wouldn't put a pretzel in yourself, would you?
But there are hard pretzels that are intentionally hard. Like you buy a bag of pretzels.
I think it's that. That was the original intent. It's a hard pretzel.
Right? You got the hard pretzels that you get in a bag. Or soft pretzel. You want to go into pretzels? We'll go into pretzels all day long. Fucking there's soft pretzels from the shop, like you get from the stand.
Right.
You get a fucking stop at the hot dog stand, stop at the pretzel stand. They got a soft pretzel. You buy a bag of pretzels, hard pretzel. Now, you get a soft pretzel from the stand that's been sitting there for 18 hours. You got a hard pretzel.
Yeah.
Is that the hard pretzel, or are we talking about an intentionally hard pretzel?
I don't think I've ever had an erection for 18 hours. We're not talking about that.
I don't think I've ever had a pretzel for 18 hours.
I've never had a pretzel that big.
Right?
You could have eaten more than an hour.
If your pretzel stays hard for longer than 8 hours, call 911.
It's attacking me.
I'm telling you, man. Goes in soft, comes out liquid.
Anyway, so that's the idea of the joke. Another person's would say in the comments, that guy's white. he must be covered in white chocolate, just like a pretzel. You know.
Now you're definitely talking about intentionally hard pretzels.
Yes.
Because there are no soft, proper pretzels that come covered in chocolate. Chocolate dip, if you're lucky. But we've already referenced that.
Yeah.
Had to dip.
Well, yeah, but the idea is that because I'm doing it now from a different perspective, I can reuse. And then another comment would be, oh, if a woman ever said that to, got salty to me, then I would, so like kind of allow myself to like use the same puns again, but in a different way. It's not totally written yet. So
use the puns again, but in a different way?
Yeah, because it's pretending that, well, here, I'm revealing secrets behind the magic. This didn't really happen. Comics lie on stage.
You better have a thick stomach if you want to be in the kitchen to see how the sausage is made, people. That's right. I'll tell you right
now.
Take
a dead pig and we shove more meat inside of it. And so the premise is that a fan recorded a video, put it up. It was the early version of the pretzel joke. So then it got on Reddit, and there people are commenting negative things. And then, but then like I'll say, oh, this, these got the most amount of votes up, because on Reddit you vote stuff up to the top, and it gets higher to the top. So those are ones that read first, and then things can be nested, and also I don't know if I'm gonna say what. It might be too much of a stretch to say, oh, then this was under that, right? But then I might say, oh, then if someone says something positive, they would have, oh, that got the most down votes.
Down votes?
Down votes. You can find the down votes. You have to look for them. Like,
what's a down vote?
It's like how on YouTube you can thumb up something, you can thumb down it.
Oh, like a like or a dislike?
A dislike, yeah, dislike. So on Reddit, you can dislike it, and what happens is it starts, if enough people dislike it.
They used to call it a downvote back in your time, but now.
No, there's another social media thing that's called Reddit that's been around for fucking a long fucking time.
God, I hate that. Did you read it? I read it on Reddit. Fucking, it's a stupid joke built into its fucking name.
Sure.
God, I hate that. I read it on Reddit.
Anyway, obviously, talking about jokes too early, it's not finished yet. But I'm excited to write it.
It's not quite baked all the way, is it?
It's not baked.
Fresh dough.
The freshest.
Still molding it.
Still the yeast is still rising.
Molding, a little too yeasty. This time of the month it gets a little yeasty.
Yeah, you should always pee after sex.
Yes.
You don't want to
or jerking off. It's the same thing.
Well, yeah.
For a guy.
I feel like we need to. Yeah. Why does sex have to involve one or more person? Why do we have to have a separate word for that kind of?
Like what? A separate word for what?
Well, technically, if you're having sex with just yourself, it's called masturbation. But why does it have to have a separate word?
Right. Well, obviously, can't just be like hang out with. Hey boys, guess who got off last night? Huh? Oh, it's like, well, was it
with someone?
Was it or was it?
Who was in the room?
We need this specification here.
There's lots of people
was
in
it?
the room.
Was it? Or was it? We got to know. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take that in there, you cocksucking motherfucker.
Yeah. Everybody masturbating should be ashamed.
You'd be surprised how many people are masturbating in there. It's ridiculous. It's disgusting. The people who clean the floors, I hear it. I hear what they say.
Exactly.
It's worse than a movie theater out there.
Yeah.
The stickiness. I mean, they're going over 6 and 7 times with the mop and the Fabuloso. It's constant.
Not fabulous.
It is not Fabuloso at all. It is not Fabuloso at all. No.
Yes.
I gotta piss, Aaron.
Yeah. All right. We already said bye once. We said last part was bonus, and now we're saying goodbye. Can you help me? We're counting 3 again.